Welcome back. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have denied claims they'll be taking part in a fly-on-the-wall reality TV series as part of a deal with Netflix. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have signed a multi-million-pound agreement with the streaming site to make a range of programmes, but they say that does not include a show about their new life in the US. Earlier this year, the couple stepped down from royal life and moved to California to live away from the media spotlight. Joining me now is Victoria Howard, royal expert and founder of the Crown Chronicles website. Thanks for being with us. I mean, it's difficult to know where to start. It's a very strong denial about this story. Is that what we now have to expect, these sort of tabloid claims and then denials from them in California?
I think the couple have been very strong since leaving the family to make sure that their voices are heard. You know, they have been pursuing papers and various media outlets for what they consider to be false stories. And this denial is, like you say, very strong. So I think we can expect much more of these statements from the couple now that they're outside of the royal family. But I think what is interesting is this story has really caught the public's interest. You know, they've outright denied that this is going to happen, but so many of us are talking about it. I think it harks to the idea of, you know, the Kardashian culture where people let the cameras into their lives. And it's kind of against what the couple have said they wanted. They particularly moved to Canada and then to California for privacy. So I think this is why people are kind of a bit confused about this and still talking about it, because it doesn't quite fit with what the couple have said.
Yeah, I mean, the couple are saying quite clearly they are going to do a nature documentary series, a groundbreaking nature documentary series, and an animation documentary, I think, about inspiring women. So they're very clear they're not going to do a sort of, you know, look at us at home type series.
Absolutely. You know, they've said they want to do inspiring broadcast, things that give people hope, because that's kind of what the message they're trying to send now, that although they're not part of the royal family, they can still be, you know, this unifying force that actually can still produce great content that is commercial, that's not part of that royal bubble, which means they couldn't. And Meghan's already done something for Disney. She voiced a documentary called Elephants, and all the proceeds from that went to an Elephants Without Borders charity, which obviously tries to protect the great mammals themselves. Yeah. So this could be a really interesting series of programs for Netflix, and I'm sure the public to watch as well, because we get their voices, but in sort of program form, which we don't often get from royals or former royals.
Isn't a bigger problem perhaps the video they made essentially saying don't support Donald Trump? I mean, that is not what royals do, getting into politics, and it does pull the Queen into quite difficult territory.
I think there's a very fine line with that broadcast. Obviously, Meghan is an American citizen. She has every right, especially outside of the royal family, to say and participate in that political process. I think more people have been a bit unsure about Harry talking about that because, one, he's British, obviously has no sort of skin in the game, so to speak, in the American election in that way. And he also said that he had never been able to vote, which isn't strictly true. Royals have the ability to vote, they just don't exercise that because of those sort of political repercussions that come with being part of the royal family and then expressing a political opinion. And yes, they completely agreed that they would reflect and uphold the Queen's values and the royal family values when they were outside of the royal family. So we're a little bit unsure whether they've actually overstepped that line or not. But a lot of people have had very strong opinions on that.
Yeah, and just finally, I mean, 20 seconds, does it make it more difficult for Harry to return to the fold, getting involved in, albeit American politics all the same?
Potentially, yes. He's walking into a different arena than he's used to, and arguably something he's not hugely experienced in.
All right, Victoria Howard, thank you very much indeed. Thanks.